Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Thursday, the 30th day of May. We are almost done with this month. Can you believe it?
I think that's insane.
I know, this has been such a fast month. But today is National Creativity Day, National Water a Flower Day, National Hole in My Bucket Day, National Mint Julep Day, National World Multiple Sclerosis Day. No, sclerosis. I just can't talk. And it's Loomis Day today. All of those things happening. Also coming up here later in the program, we're going to have a thing called a Dear John letter. So we'll get to that and much, much more. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
If you have a drug problem, don't let it ruin your life. You can be in treatment as soon as tomorrow, and you can start to get clean in as little as 7 days. Take the first step to get drugs out of your life at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything, so you really have nothing to lose. timeforrehab.com. Start your new life. You deserve it. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A new survey found that a growing number of pet owners are joining the anti-vaccination movement, and they're exposing their cats and their dogs to risk of rabies and parvo. So they're going, hey, I don't want to give my dog a shot because, I don't want my puppy to have to go through that. And then, sadly, there are puppies and kitties that are getting really bad things because of it. So if this is something that you're interested in, be sure to talk to your veterinarian first to find out what their opinion is, because I know I'm reading some things online. Some of the people online are not nice, Heidi. Have you noticed that?
Oh, I definitely know that people online are not nice.
Especially when it comes to a survey or a topic like this. There are people that get really, really, really mean. So don't be mean. That's not nice. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
The average household has thousands of dollars in credit card debt. If you find yourself in that position and you're making minimum payments, you could be in debt for a long time. Make sure you have the very best card with the very best rates at bettercreditcards.net. We work with different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net, bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
And this is Your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A woman in Oklahoma was fired for allegedly showing up to work intoxicated. Then she ended up getting arrested. Well, you know why? She assaulted her boss with billiard balls. That's not good. 26-year-old Ashley Priola reportedly showed up intoxicated at the Red Dog Saloon. She was given permission to work and dance on stage until things took a turn for the worse. A manager fired Priola because she came to work intoxicated, fell twice when she was on stage. The 26-year-old was fired. Witnesses told police she grabbed a billiard ball and threw it at the manager, striking the manager in the face. Manager's a female, by the way. Says the second ball was thrown, missed her before leaving the scene. And she got assault and battery on her way to the Oklahoma County Jail. They said that she was hysterical, and she offered the officers, quote, all of her money if they'll just take me home. So, yeah, that's not how it works. But, I mean, A for effort, I guess. Thanks for listening. That's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Denise Richards revealed that Charlie Sheen once brought a guest to Thanksgiving, and the guest was a hired call girl. What? What in the world?
Classy move.
Charlie Sheen, the more I learn about you, the more I just wonder how in the world you made it that long.
And the more I learn about him, the more I like him. That's hilarious.
He's just, I don't know. There's some stuff going on.
He's a hoot. He, I don't know. I just
had a guy
really
tell me a joke
like
just the other day. He said, you know how much cocaine Charlie Sheen has done? Enough to kill 2.5 men.
Oh, that was clever.
I thought so, too. Hey, Daniel Craig is undergoing ankle surgery. He injured himself on the set of the new James Bond flick. And Megyn Kelly told reporters that she's, quote, very happy not being on TV. And then they said, did anyone ask her that? And who was asking? Why is she?
Does anyone care?
No, I'm just kidding. I you know what? I bet she probably is happy to just be able to take a break. She got a really nice severance package. Really nice. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If you can't have a drink without it leading to another drink and another drink, maybe it's time to get help. There are programs designed to help take alcohol out of your life for good at timeforrehab.com. Don't let a drinking problem spill over into other areas of your life. Get help to quit drinking and start living the life you truly deserve at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, your scoop of the day brought to you by BetterCreditCards.net. The New York Times is reporting that 2 Navy pilots spotted UFOs flying at hypersonic speeds back in 2014. So this has been going on a while. And I know there are a lot of people out there that have differing opinions on if that's something that's real or if that's all just, people in their imaginations. I know this. Do we agree on this, or do we not?
Not really, no. I mean, you fall, but I've seen some of the videos you watch. Some of the stuff you fall for, I'm just like, seriously.
No, I don't believe all the videos that I watch. Some of it I watch just for mere entertainment value. But it's interesting to go on YouTube, and there's some crazy stuff on there. But back to this story. This is not crazy. U.S. Navy pilots spotted them flying at hypersonic speeds, Heidi. How do you describe that? That's not... I mean, it's not like the pilots were making it up. Why would they make that up?
I'm not saying that our pilots are making anything up. I'm saying they saw something. Who knows what it was?
Exactly.
It might have been you flying a kite.
It could have been.
You've got mad skills.
She was making fun of me. She just found a video from me. What was that, like 10 years ago? Trying to fly a kite. And I say trying, very much the key word here. The nation's airports are bracing for a really tough summer because of shortage of airplanes and a shortage of TSA agents because there are several agents that have been relocated to the U.S. border. So it's going to be a busy summer and maybe not such a great one at the airports around the country, around the United States anyway. The World Health Organization has officially recognized burnout as a medical condition. Burnout is described as work-related condition that causes exhaustion, increased feelings of negativity towards one's job, and reduced professional efficiency. Heidi is pointing at herself right now.
I feel like I am suffering from that right now. We've had a very, very busy month.
It has been a busy month. But when you think about it, how much of that was really related to office-related things?
Not office-related, no.
Exactly. You're burned out from things at home. We've been packing and moving and painting and packing some more and packing some more. We have a lot of stuff. Holy cow. Rihanna stunned the people of Great Britain by revealing that she's been secretly living in London for the last year.
So what?
So
what?
Ta-da! I've been here a year. I don't care, Rihanna. Ice-T revealed that he almost shot a guy. This was in the news last week. There was a person who was delivering an Amazon package, but now they have people just showing up like in their regular clothes. They're not driving a giant truck. It's a new initiative that Amazon is trying, kind of like Uber, where people drive their own cars, or Lyft, where people drive their own cars. Well, it's a thing like that where people drive their own cars to go deliver packages. And Ice-T said, hey, I almost shot this dude who was walking around my property. He wasn't wearing a uniform, but he was there delivering a package. Right. So I understand where that could be a big deal. So I don't know that I would shoot a guy for walking on my property, but I think that it's probably a bad idea to just have people in regular plain clothes wandering around driving vehicles.
If he was only walking up to deliver a package, why would your first instinct to be to shoot somebody? I mean, if he was lurking around looking in windows, that's when you think, okay, I should probably find my gun. But if some dude parked in your driveway, got out to put something on your porch, and then leave, you're going to shoot him.
I think it's a bad idea, period, because
maybe
think about
he shouldn't be ordering things online.
Well, think about this. Porch pirates, those who steal things, they also dress in plain clothes, and they also just drive their own vehicles. So now it'd be really easy for a person who's delivering packages to say, I'm sorry I dropped this off and I thought I took it to the wrong house. I work for Amazon. I mean, I could see where this could turn into a huge mess
for sure.
if they don't come up with a better plan. NYPD is looking for a passenger who attacked a Lyft driver during a ride in Queens. So that doesn't sound like a good thing. And that's going to do it for the Scoop of the Day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
Before you know it, Christmas will be here. Are you ready? If you plan to use a credit card while shopping, make sure you have the very best credit card for you. It's free to click around and see what we can do for you at bettercreditcards.net. We have options from many different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net. Bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
And we have our Dear John letter here today. We'll tell you in a bit how you can submit your Dear John letter as well. We've made it simple and easy, Heidi. So easy, a caveman could do it.
Okay.
Wait, I think somebody else already uses that line. So easy, anybody with a computer can do it. How's that sound? Here we go. Dear John, a friend from work invited me to a pool party, but I don't like how I look in a swimming suit. Everyone else will be wearing their two-piece slinky suits and looking great. I'll be wearing my pup tent one-piece and looking like a whale. Oh, come on. Would it be rude for me to not go? I told her I didn't think I could make it, but she has been pretty insistent about me going. Should I just tell her I don't like how I look in a swimming suit? Should I tell her I'll go and then get, in quotes, sick that day? That would probably happen anyway. I'm getting sick just thinking about it. I'm glad that she wants me to hang out, so I kind of want to go since she asked, but I'm not sure this is the right thing for me. What should I do? Signed, self-conscious coworker. Well, I can relate. I'm not exactly a skinny dude. And I remember not too long ago, last November, we went to 80s in the Sand in Punta Cana, and everybody was walking around with their shirts off and looking good. I was wearing a shirt the whole time.
Yeah.
I even had a friend that was saying, take your shirt off. What do you care? I was like, I don't know. I'm just uncomfortable.
Right.
And it's not so much that I care what other people think. It's just I care how I feel. So I certainly understand.
I get it. Yep.
One of the things that I think I would do if I were you, and this I'll ask Heidi's opinion here in a second, but I'll tell you. Well, you know what? I'll ask your opinion first. I'll let you. Do you have a thought on this right away?
I totally understand where she's coming from, and I would probably be the same way. I guess my question is, how well do you know everybody that's there? I mean, if it's going to be an awkward situation where you don't know most of the people that are going to be there either, plus you're going to be uncomfortable in your own skin, I wouldn't go.
And you don't know who else is going to be there. If
everybody that's going to be there are all very good friends of yours, then go and have fun because they love you and they don't care as much as you think they care.
Well, and the other thing is, I think it's kind of the opposite. If you don't know who's going to be, I think it'd be harder for me to go hang out at a party, wearing something I'm not comfortable with when it's a bunch of coworkers and people I know from work. But if it was just a bunch of strangers, maybe I would feel a little more comfortable. Like, you don't know me, so what do you care?
I wouldn't.
Really?
No.
So you think it'd be easier if it was people you knew?
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work, but I don't know. The advice.
I mean, your inner circle of friends, the people that you're close to. Yeah, we have people all the time that go swimming with us. What do you mean you wouldn't be able to put on a swimming suit with people you know?
But do I take my shirt off? No.
Nobody's asking you to take your shirt off.
That's what I'm saying. She's talking about being comfortable in her skin. And what I'm saying is this. Here's what I would do, personally. I would not tell her, hey, I'll be there. I'll see you Saturday, and then just not go. Because you just said in this email that you really are glad she's asking you to do things, and that could blow the chance. Like if she's depending on you to be there and you don't show up, that's going to look really bad. So instead, what I would do is just tell her maybe, hey, can we go to lunch on Friday? And then at lunch tell her, or whatever, maybe even just in the office at coffee or wherever you're at, say, I don't really feel comfortable in a swimming suit. So if I do come to the pool party, would it be okay if I don't dress in, look at me, I don't feel comfortable that way. But let her know ahead of time instead of just not showing up. Don't you agree?
Yes.
What are you smiling about?
I was just thinking when he said go to lunch, I thought it would be, hey, let's go to lunch. Y'all have 2 Big Macs, 2 orders of fries, and a Diet Coke. I just don't feel comfortable in a bathing suit. I just can't seem to drop this weight.
And whatever she'll have. So, no, that's not what I was saying at all. Heidi, come on. No, I just think talk to her about it ahead of time, because if she is a friend and she's, a friend from work and she cares about you, she'll probably say, I hadn't thought of that. Let's do this instead, and just do something different.
Yeah.
Or she could say, that's fine. There's a lot of people that come to the parties that don't get in the pool. Just dress comfortable and
right. Just
you don't have to go swimming.
Fun.
I've been to pool parties where there are many people that don't go swimming at the pool parties.
Right.
They just kind of hang out. So, if you have a Dear John letter you'd like to submit for next week, how do you do that, Heidi?
I don't know.
I just think it's funny.
Go to JohnandHeidiShow.com.
There you go. You can submit it through our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show, or you can do it right through the website, JohnandHeidiShow.com. Now you know.
If you have a drug problem, don't let it ruin your life. You can be in treatment as soon as tomorrow, and you can start to get clean in as little as 7 days. Take the first step to get drugs out of your life at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything, so you really have nothing to lose. Timeforrehab.com. Start your new life. You deserve it. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The female platypus lays eggs. We mentioned yesterday that the male platypus could have like some venom that could kill you or hurt you or maim you or something. I don't remember. It was yesterday. I don't remember all these details. But a platypus is a mammal. So despite that, the odd duck-billed creature lays eggs like a reptile or a bird, making it a very intriguing example of different critters that are out there in the wild.
I guess I would have assumed that they laid eggs.
There you go. Well, they do.
Because they've got the duck bill.
Yeah, so it's an interesting critter, the platypus. Thanks for listening to today's Fun Fact.
The average household has thousands of dollars in credit card debt. If you find yourself in that position and you're making minimum payments, you could be in debt for a long time. Make sure you have the very best card with the very best rates at bettercreditcards.net. We work with different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net, bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Now, fear this. Time for fun with phobias. Monophobia. Monophobia. What do you think that is? The fear of?
I don't know.
Being alone or the fear of solitude. Yeah.
Should be solophobia.
Solo? That'd be the fear of Han Solo. I don't know. Monophobia. The fear of solitude or fear of being alone. That's today's fun with phobias.
If you can't have a drink without it leading to another drink and another drink, maybe it's time to get help. There are programs designed to help take alcohol out of your life for good at timeforrehab.com. Don't let a drinking problem spill over into other areas of your life. Get help to quit drinking and start living the life you truly deserve at timeforrehab.com. Your insurance may cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A couple of dudes working at a bike shop in England decided to kill some time on a slow Friday afternoon by cremating the remains of a mouse that they had found. Well, unfortunately, the blaze got out of hand.
Oh, no.
And the resultant blaze caused 1.6 million pounds worth of damage.
Oh,
completely destroyed the shop they were working in. And it spread to a nearby pub and a restaurant. 23-year-old Disney, D-Y-S-N-E-Y, Disney Simmons, and 25-year-old Ashley Finley. I've never heard the name Disney. I've heard the name Disney, but not as a first name, not spelled that way. Anyway, they're trying to amuse themselves on a boring day.
Oh,
they used some accelerant to burn a deceased rodent. Judge said that their sheer stupidity had been responsible for the destructive blaze. And it says here, the cathedral right near there almost caught.
Oh, my God.
So,
Such a bad idea.
Yeah. A dozen fire engines, over 60 firefighters were called to the inferno. They arrived at 5 p.m. It was around midnight when the thing was all finally taken care of. The case had been adjourned until June 24th for pre-sentence on what's going to happen to these two dudes. But yeah,
I think they were girls.
Idea. No, it says
Disney and Ashley?
I don't know. It says a couple of blokes. Wouldn't blokes be guys?
Yeah, that would be guys. Oh, weird.
So, yeah, okay, Disney and Ashley.
I've never heard either of those. Well,
there you go.
Definitely not for guys, but...
Well, there you go. Coming up, we've got your moment of duh. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now, your moment of duh. A man accused of stealing a valuable Mickey Mantle rookie baseball card from an Ohio store was arrested when he was trying to sell the card. Newhart Cards and Sport Collectibles said a thief smashed through the front window, broke several cases, and stole a Mickey Mantle card worth about $12,000. The theft happened on May 12th at about 1 a.m. Several cases were broken, but only the Mickey Mantle 1952 rookie card was missing. Various card shops had received phone calls from a man trying to sell a card just like that. Police say the calls came from a Central Ohio phone number. It says here the police confronted 23-year-old Giancarlo Vendetti, and he tried to sell the card to them. on the 13th of May. And it says the shop owners were aware of the situation. They all found out. When somebody steals something like that, the word gets out, especially to the other shops in the area, because they're like, wow, you better be on the lookout for somebody stealing stuff. And if you're going to show up to those shops trying to sell the one thing that was stolen, well, that's not smart. They recovered the stolen card, took him into custody, and he's going to be facing some charges. So, bad idea. That's why it's today's Moment of Duh.
Before you know it, Christmas will be here. Are you ready? If you plan to use a credit card while shopping, make sure you have the very best credit card for you. It's free to click around and see what we can do for you at bettercreditcards.net. We have options from many different banks and different credit card companies who put out their best offers to earn your business. See if we can help you get a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net. Bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Now, these three things, Heidi, tell me, what do these three things have in common? A mushroom, a baseball player, and a bottle. I wouldn't have gotten this. They all have caps. Okay. So mushroom, the top is a cap. Yeah. A baseball player has a cap, and a bottle has a cap. So there you go. It's what these three things have in common. I probably
would have gotten that one. You didn't even give me a chance to think about it. You just said they all have caps.
Oh,
all right,
well,
you lost.
You were kind of looking off into the distance.
I was thinking.
I thought maybe you didn't even hear the questions.
No, I was thinking, you're like, they all have caps.
Oh, they all have caps.
Heidi's a loser, so.
No, you probably would have got it. I'm giving you points for that one. I clearly didn't give you enough time. Thank you so much for listening to these three things.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of ripitgloves.com, promo code radio. That's RIPIT gloves.com. This is just crazy. I don't understand why people would throw garbage into the ocean, but apparently it's a big deal. So, Jamaican businessman organizes a trash collecting tournament. So they made a challenge out of it, and they removed over 11,000 pounds of garbage from the sea. How cool is that?
That is pretty cool.
It says here, Jamaican fishers collect a whopping 11,336 pounds of trash from the surface of the sea during the 2019 Kingston Harbor Trash Tournament. I think that's a great idea.
It's a great idea. It really is a great idea.
The tournament, which had no entry fee, was the brainchild of a sport fishing enthusiast, Brandon McCoy. He said, I never in a million years expected to see the amount of participation as I did, the amount of onlookers on the crowd that we get back, and the amount of trash. He says, if you talk to any team, they'll tell you that we barely put a dent in it. So apparently there's a lot more out there. He believes the trash tournaments could be at least a way to help, maybe not the solution, but a way to help.
Yeah, absolutely.
He said the solution cannot possibly be that we have a tournament every weekend to clean up garbage and keep it clean. The solution lies in preventing the trash from getting into the sea in the first place. So I agree with that. But what a cool idea. So for anybody out there that has, some dirty little situation like that and you're trying to find a way to fix it, get people to help you by doing a tournament.
That's amazing. That's a great idea.
That was a brilliant idea. I have a picking up all the junk around my house tournament this weekend, by the way.
Come on over. There's no entry fee.
I'm just kidding. All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.